My name is Marc Gafni, and I'm delighted to be a father, a partner, a beloved, right, a lover, a student, a studier, and the president of the Center for Integral Wisdom. And one of our deep partners is Barbara Marx Hubbard, who's here with me today. And Barbara and myself are engaged in an adventure that we'd like to invite you to join us in. And we believe it's the greatest planetary adventure of this time and the most urgent and pressing need of this time. And a great adventure always addresses a great need. And the great need is to know who we are, to set our context, to understand where we're from and where we're going. The name of this series is The Universe, a Love Story, Evolutionary Love Podcasts. And in these conversations, Barbara and I will be talking to each other, having out loud in the public realm conversations that we've had in private many times. We'll also be having a conversation with you. Your comments, thoughts are welcome. Send them in. We'll share them. Sometimes we'll be looking at the camera, sometimes we'll be looking at each other. But we're all involved in the conversation together, and we're going to take nothing for granted. There's going to be no jargon. Anything we say, we'll explain. We'll unpack the pieces of it, so we'll all be able to follow with lots of ease and spaciousness and grace. What are we about to do? We're about to unpack together the plot line of the mystery of existence. The mystery will remain a mystery, but the plot line will tell us somewhat of what we want to do, how we want to be, how we want to live, how we want to laugh, right? How we want to cry, how we want to love in the midst of this mystery. This is an orienting compass, an invitation, right? A guide, a sacred text for our time that we're here to unpack with radical delight and joy together with you. So let me introduce my partner in this endeavor, in this moment, Barbara Marx Hubbard. Barbara.
Mark, thank you for inviting me to do this fabulous adventure with you. I think everybody knows that my life has been dedicated for all these years to discover the meaning of our new power that's good. Where is the human race going? And I asked this question when we dropped the bombs on Japan. But now, when we're facing a crisis that could either lead to devolution or the evolution of our whole species, the answer to the question that we're raising becomes crucial. It's not just academic, it's not just poetic, it's actually existentially vital. So I am delighted to be exploring with you the universe, a love story, as a mystery story that every single one of us is a mystery in it. But maybe this will reveal something to everyone who's listening of that inner mystery, that inner impulse, that inner creative drive that we have. What does it mean, and where are we going? It's going to be an adventure.
What an adventure. What an adventure. And, I couldn't think, Barbara, of anyone better to engage and embark on this adventure with. And when you engage in an adventure, your partner's the most important. So being together here with you is just a radical delight.
It is.
And we want you to know that we're going to be reaching deep into every form of wisdom available to human beings today on the planet Earth. This is not going to be, right, a kind of made-up, fanciful, conjectured, poetic metaphor. We're going to look at the physics of love, the physics of interiors, if you will. Usually physics, the laws of physics, talk about exteriors, the exterior world. But there are, if you will, laws of interiors. There are physics of interiors. There are physics of love. And the exteriors, the sciences, the interiors, poetry, art, transformation, all speak and address ultimately the same reality. Because there is one reality. It's all ultimately part of the same whole. And so we're going to be really opening our hearts and wildly rigorous at the same time. And we're going to talk about chaos theory and complexity theory and enlightenment science and attachment theory, right? And more and more and more. But all, right, in the very simple and direct way of understanding when we gather all the wisdom available to us at this moment in history, what does it tell us? And what we think is that it tells us is that the universe is
love story.
it's a love story driven by evolutionary love and concerned radically with the evolution of love. What that means is the most urgent and pressing invitation and need of our lives. So let's take off. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.